Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Ice Arena here in Foxborough, as we are ready to kind of wrap up what has been almost what I want to call like the futures of Norwood varsity hockey. Earlier this morning, they had a bunch of the Nugget games on NCM, and we're going to wrap up here on Sunday night, where we're going to bring you JV action as the junior varsity Mustangs take on King Philip today. I'm Mark Hoover, and pleased to be joined by a Nugget alumni, my son Kevin. Kev, you've played in the Nuggets. You played through all of that, all the way up through midgets. In terms of hockey now in February, as you're kind of winding up the season, what are you kind of looking forward, between these two squads?
Well, first, thank you for having me again. It's been a little while.
Yeah,
I like
doing
back. This. Yeah. I've been through a lot of seasons of Norwood hockey, playing, coaching. And it sounds like right now the JV actually they're doing pretty well for themselves. So I think Coach Hoover out there,
he'll take as much credit for the current record, which is kind of actually impressive for this junior varsity squad. They are 7-0-1 here in this JV league that plays out of Foxborough. They are 8-0-2 for the whole year. And one of the big stories, and we're going to be talking about this quite a bit, is our goaltender tonight, number 35, Sam Gurney. And during the course of this broadcast, we'll kind of sprinkle through Sam and some Sam stories that Coach Hoover has here. But the JV, your Mustangs in their white sweaters, KP, Phillip obviously in their traditional Oakland Athletics green and gold. And we are underway here. We will try to get names and numbers for you right here as DeCellis on the defense is able to chip that one out. Chasing nicely there by Needham. He'll go back there behind number 6. Popped out up front. Needham, just a freshman, one of 4 freshmen on the squad here for Coach Glazer, Coach Allen, and the aforementioned Coach Hoover. Nice move here through by number 16. That's McNamee. And Gurney able to shovel that one through. No damage done, but a nice pinch there by number 9. We're going to try to get these guys here. That's Kieran Cohen, number 9. And I guess the offside's there. So some early action here. Kevin, we were just kind of watching the Mount St. Charles Medfield game before us. Medfield had 3 subs on the bench, but you look across here, these are both full squads between King Philip and Norwood.
The impressive part about that game before this is that they still managed to play to a tie with only 3 guys on the bench. Hopefully, we shouldn't have any issues about teams being gassed.
Right.
Both benches are pretty packed.
You run 3 running 17-minute periods here. And as mentioned, it has been a phenomenal year for this JV squad for the Mustangs. King Philip comes in at 4-4 this year. Coaching, speaking to Coach Dyko earlier when I was getting some names and numbers, and they've been a pretty good season thus far for this squad as well. As Collins moves in there. Back out here is Brown. We'll dump it all the way to the far corner, and both squads will get some fresh legs out. Talking to Coach Glazer earlier, a couple folks to keep an eye on. Number 7, Collins for your Mustangs, Forbush 9, and Bennett 23. These guys have been working together on a line, so as they kind of get ready, Kevin, this is, the way to kind of step up and prepare for a varsity season for next year. And just like that, Mustangs are able to get on the board at 14:47.
Well, you're just saying about preparing, get a look for varsity. Scoring a goal is a pretty good way of doing that, I'd say.
Way to do it. Yep. So we'll see who's first through the line. Sport number 26. That's Wallington. So I think Wallington gets that one with the assist to Murphy. So Mustangs out first and foremost, 1-0 early on. Always nice, Kevin, to get that first goal.
Absolutely. As the lifetime goaltender, the first few minutes, I'm always most nervous. You haven't really got settled in yet. You skate out in the warm-ups. You still got nerves.
Yeah,
I always find. So if you can survive the first few, that's nice. But Norwood managed to capitalize.
It's a nice way to start there for the Mustangs. It's interesting, Kevin. You did mention the the warm-ups, and the JV team here has the same warm-ups that I think they've been doing since the days of Squirt and Pee Wee. It's just so nice to see the out of the corner, get the pass up at the blue line, come in and take the shot.
It has been the exact same warm-up across all levels of Norwood hockey since as long as I can remember. And it seems it must work, else they would have changed it by now.
That's right. If it wasn't, don't fix it if it's not broke, right? So 13:27 left here in the first period. Mustangs up 1-0 on Wallenton's goal. King Philip will see how they respond here. Coming through is Paul Byrne, who has got a familiar relationship with Megan Corbin in that she is, I think that's her nephew from NCM. So we'll keep an eye on number 3 tonight with a Norwood connection. Bodies get tangled up down there as King Philip trying to regain control. It's always kind of interesting, too. It looks like we get a nice here, and we will. Kevin, in terms of you let up an early goal, and then it's always kind of like, what is that response, in terms of how do you respond as the team? And I guess, asking you as a goaltender, Bichkovsky is the goalie here for KP in terms of what is going through his mind right now in terms of how he gets himself back into the game and not letting that goal bother him.
I mean, I almost want that next shot coming at me almost immediately. I want the thing in my mind, the most recent thing, to have been a save. The longer you sit there, you're just replaying what you did wrong the last play, what you could have done. You want someone else just to replace that.
And another ace here, and they'll take it all the way back. 12-10, it mentioned, unlike the varsity games here, clock does not stop. We don't do the ice between periods, so they move fairly quickly. And it is amazing when you watch these. Before you know it, you look up, you're in the third period. So it becomes kind of interesting, too, with this running clock. When you have a lead, sometimes, changes get a little slower. Getting to the face-off circle takes a little longer.
If you've ever watched the last minute of a soccer game, same exact thing.
Byrne with a shot there. Gurney's able to kind of turn that one just quickly aside, right in front. Gurney again with a pad. Solid work. We had mentioned how well this team has done this year, and Sam Gurney is one of the big reasons. Goaltender comes in here with 5 shutouts this year, goals against average of 1, and one of the big reasons he has really come to help out this squad this year. A senior heading to Syracuse next year. But Kev, you've got probably what I think is the best Sam Gurney story in terms of coaching him when he first decided he wanted to try this position at goalie.
Yeah, it was his very first season, and actually, might be a good example here. When the puck would go behind the net, he would take his whole body and rotate full 180 degrees and would be pointing straight back at the end boards. That took quite a few weeks to coach out. He really wanted to turn around.
And he has since then. So we'll give the good, solid goaltending ability now all to Coach Hoover's working with him on it. But Sam has been, in terms of this this Mustang program this year, not only has he played every single JV game, I believe, all 8 games here, 10 games for the Mustangs. He was at every varsity practice. I know he played in a couple varsity games this year. Did not allow any goals in the times that he was, out on the ice. So it has been a really, really good year for Sam, and couldn't be happier for him as the Mustangs look to try to put another one in, but a terrific play by the defenseman. That was number 28 who just was able to sneak in there and pull that one away. That was Charles Collier. So Collier, nice job there to kind of, that thing was sitting there loose, Kevin, and Collier came in to help out.
That is the thing that I don't get at pickup hockey nowadays. That is exactly what the back two should be doing. They always need one in front of the net for those rebounds.
Well, I'm pretty sure Collier is probably not as old as some of the other defensemen.
That's no excuse.
We'll see what Collier does when he's 60, if he's still doing that. So battle down there in the corner. I was, it's a little bit physical here between these two squads, and I was, again, talking to Coach Gagliard before the game. It's dumped in here. Gurney will turn it just to the back. That this JV squad is as we like to call them, they play a little heavy. They're not afraid of the contact. Couldn't quite beat them there. As Brendan Whaler, number 2 for King Philip, was able to get to that end line first. But I was saying that, this Mustang squad is not afraid to hit, which is something that I think Coach Hoover and Glazier and Coach Allen, all here on the JV, had noticed that a little bit on the varsity this year. There was some hesitation to take the body, but so maybe in the next couple of years we'll see a bit more physical aspect. Sprung here. This is Sheehan. Sheehan can't get the shot off. King Philip tries to clear the zone. Back there to Sheehan on the backhand. Beachkowski's able to turn that one to the side here with 8:16 left. Mustangs again up 1-0 on the early goal by Wallaton.
And you can see this physicality working. King Philip, I haven't seen him string more than 3 passes together in the last few minutes, and they've had to ice the puck multiple times. They just don't. The Nord's got them uncomfortable with these hits.
I agree. Yeah, I think there's some nice forecheck going on, and you're right. The Mustangs right now have really kind of taken away what they like to say time and space. That, you know, King Philip is not having a chance to kind of get themselves established. Get some work here in the offensive zone. Shot there goes wide. Sheehan looks to send it back up in front. Picked off there by number 20, Anthony Murphy. Murphy zips it, changes direction up there to Byrne. Byrne, nice stretch pass there. Tried to hook up with Brody Whalen. Couldn't quite connect. Mustangs dump it back in. That Sheehan dumps it back in, chased in there by Murphy. D to D here, right up onto the wing. Sharp pass there, but again, there's another example, Kevin. You know, I think that was, you know, Wallaton 26 was, you know, on the KP player. Really just kind of had to turn it over back here to the neutral zone.
Anytime the puck has gone down to King's Philip Den, there's been 1 or 2 white sweaters on the skater immediately.
So King Philip will swap out here. There's a little turnover there. Look at the slot, nicely done there. Catches the side of the net. That was number 16, Ryan McNenny. And again, I'll do this as we always do beforehand, apologizing for the butchering of any and all last names and first names. A chance here. Tried to spring in front was Parise. Parise will pick that up. Oh, nice little pass there. But a terrific sprawling save as Beachkowski came zooming out. He had McDonough, number 4, right there on the back post. Good look by Parise. So 6:06 left here in the first. Nice job there by number 9 to stick with it. That's Kieran Cohen. Things getting a little sloppy here as people trying to get some semblance going. D to D, sharp there. Picked up by Brown. Brown gains the red line, gains the blue line. Trying to find some help, but knocked off nicely by Brendan Whaler, the defense number 2. Penalty coming up here. So we will see our first power play with 5:30 left. So Mustangs will go on the man advantage as the hook is called. Looks like that's number 2. So that's Whaler, he goes. And we have Anthony Murphy, who was just kind of checking off the ice, number 20 for King Philip.
No penalty.
No penalty. He was just walking off. So 5:02 and 140 on the man advantage. Oh, changes direction there, but on the back door, number 8. Banks gets that, so
scoring with your knee still counts.
Yep. Hey, if you're in the right position, change direction. Again, not much that Beachkowski's going to be able to do on that, right? You're tracking that puck from where it was. It looks like it might be going wide, right? And then Banks is in the right place at the right time.
If you're lucky, you can handle the first deflection. Good luck with the second one.
Oh, tough pass right there. And again, nice job by Beachkowski, right? He's, turnover, costly. And Banks was looking to get 2 back-to-back. And Kevin, you had mentioned how as a goalie, you kind of want that next shot. And Beachkowski got exactly what you probably as a goalie want to say.
For sure, and also that was a shot you can actually do something about.
Right, yeah, you're in control there, or at least a bit anyway. So face-off will come to his right with 3:57 left. 2-0 Mustangs. Wallington early on, and then Banks on the power play has given the Mustangs a 2-0 lead. Cooper Richard drives the puck in here, looks to send it up front. Glove down there, high up off the glass. Tell you, I'm looking over that one. That one didn't miss the top of the glass by much, and that was coming right at us. That would have been a duck.
That would have been a great highlight for NCM, though.
Sure. Yeah. Hopefully
I'm willing to take one for the team.
Take one for the team, and Jack Tolman.
That could be all your future montages, you know?
Do it in slow motion. So face-off one back here for the Mustangs. As Conley comes away with it. Up here sharply to the wing to Forbush. Forbush tries to skate it all the way in, can't do so. Dispossessed here by number 28. That's Charles Collier, so he'll dump it in. Jachelis brings it to the far side. Intercepted there by Chris Cullen, number 15. Tries to get up to the D, number 4 there, just misfired. That was Jacob Armour, and the puck goes all the way down, but no ice. 2:30 left. As Beachkowski will leave it for Collier. Collier, again, the body by Forbush. Bodies start to fly, and that'll be a penalty right there, and I think
that was a frustration hit.
Yeah, that was I think that's going to be number 20. I think that's Collier, yeah, because Collier had gone in.
He got beat to the puck in the corner.
Yep.
And then that was him trying to get it back, and he missed the puck entirely.
Yeah. Collier trying to plead his case. And you can see probably one of the coaches over there. That might be Ducharme, one of the other coaches I was talking to for King Philip, who's just making sure to keep Collier cool, because sometimes these guys start to chip, and a 2-minute penalty turns into game misconduct, and you don't need that. So Mustangs 1 for 1 so far in the power play. They scored fairly quickly on their first attempt. And we'll see what they can do here with a man advantage with 1:30 left. King Philip able to clear, and some nice speed here by number 18, Drew Richard, but Gurney plays it all the way around. Gurney looking to maybe pick up an assist, but that is now erased. So dumped back in there by number 11. Oh, nope, that's O'Brien. And Brown tries to keep it in, unable to do so. Mustangs will have to clear. And smartly done there by Cooper Richard, just like, he'll take it back, burn some time, and actually gets that one all the way in on net. Gurney's got to turn it to the corner.
That counts as a save.
Zach Foley, number 23, on the forecheck here. Mustangs 48 seconds left in the first. 2-0, 56 on the man advantage. As Sheehan was trying to go far side there. Nice pinch by Conley, number 12, but little chip and chase here. And Zach Foley goes in, takes it all the way around. Got 4 white sweaters on him. Great job by Foley, because he's able to still maintain possession. Gurney strong there, but tough side to pass there, and that was read really nicely there by, I got a number 8, but coach didn't tell me who number 8 was, so unfortunately, he's not going to get any credit. So 3 seconds left, and they're just going to try to wind this one down as Cohen will burn the final couple seconds of the first period, but a nice job there, Kevin, I would think, for the Mustangs, kind of the way they wanted to come out starting. And, power play goal then again, beat Beachkowski. Nothing he's going to be able to do on that second one as it, he makes the first save, but then you got that misdirection. I don't know if you really need to say, what are the Mustangs going to do between periods, but, if you're King Philip right now, what is it that you need to kind of change, tweak real quickly between the first and second?
The biggest thing they need to tweak is trying to get the puck out of their own zone. Maybe work up a new passing scheme, tell guys look for certain ways, because I think, you have these guys, they get the puck in the corner, they take a slow turn, they look up, and there's 2 white sweaters on them immediately. They're going to need to change something, or, the puck stays in the zone, Norwood's going to keep these turnovers, you'll get a bounce, you'll get another goal.
Right.
That's the biggest thing they need to work on, I think.
I think the forecheck thus far, that the Mustangs have thrown on to King Philip has been probably obviously the primary reason for that. KP just has not had the chance yet to kind of get that transition from your defensive zone through the neutral zone and into the Norwood zone. So you're right. I think if they can take that time, head up, and I often hearken back to what Coach Bill Nauman used to say, have a purpose for your pass. So we'll see. They got 11 seconds left to kill here on the man advantage. Again, we don't change ice, so we go right back at it. So Mustangs, but Byrne intercepts that one, and that should do it. So Mustangs now 1 for 2 on the power play. Looking to go cross ice here. Picks up McDonough. McDonough goes back. Was trying to pick up Taylor on the far side. Couldn't do so. Brody Whalen, number 10, dumps it back out. Backhanded here. As McDonough tries to dump it in. Nice hit there by Anthony Murphy, number 20. And it's like, again, Beachkowski had his legs spread and just could not then get back up, to respond to that one. And I think that goal there goes to McDonough. So McDonough, real early in the second, makes it 3-0 Mustangs. Was that Parisi that gets that? See, that's why we have the spotter. Brian Gagliard, master of all trades. Not only is he working the camera tonight, he's also got our spotter. So Parisi picks up the goal, number 19. See, Kevin, in the varsity games, it's kind of nice because you just wait for them to go through the line, and you just wait for the first player to go through. Here, they don't do that.
Well, with the running clock,
you can't afford to waste the time. So Mustangs right now firmly in control, 3-0. See if King Philip can generate a little bit of offense. Gurney hasn't been tested much yet. As O'Brien pinches in nicely. Griffin there, number 5, also kind of helping out. Now Zach Foley up top. Quick pass to Cooper Richard. He's able to dump it out. Picked up there by Ryan McNamee. That's kept in sharply there by number 8, who's able to zip that one all the way around. Back up top. A little bit of nice possession here, but a good little block. As the Warriors trying to get a little OT. Offensive zone time interference. Time in the offensive zone. And had a shot there, but that kind of trickled wide. So 16, again, Ryan McNamee drops it back. Flips on ahead to Richard. Rising shot there by number 15, Chris Cullen. Sitting on the back of the net, everyone taking a whack at it. And the ref will blow the play dead. Not a bad little sequence there for King Philip, Kevin, in terms of some offensive zone time, and maybe try to build on that.
And it all started with the good pass coming out of their own zone.
Yep. Yeah, sometimes, again, you work on the little things so you're able to transition, win a face-off. So Mustangs will try to get it here as Collins brings it up, number 7. King Philip now trying to do a little bit of the forecheck here to make the takeaway time from the Mustangs. Getting the body on it, goes there to the far side. Picked up by Forbush. Forbush tries to split through. Gets a little extra how do you do. Picks up the stick and comes back the other way. Trying to dump there. Mustangs doesn't go all the way in. Collins will take it, goes D to D to Conley. He's got to try to regroup. Pressure there by Cullen. This one will hop out, so KP will have to regroup. Byrne here with a snazzy looking tape job on the helmet. Looking kind of Michigan Wolverine-like. KP is going to be getting their first man advantage. Trying to get Beachkowski off. They're able to do so. Looking to get the extra skater at 12:50. So back and forth they go. They can't get themselves started here with the extra skater. Now they might be able to get a little bit something going. Looking to go far side. Terrific look there as he picks up Cohen, but unfortunately it looked like Collier had just jumped offside, got a little bit too far ahead of the play. So Forbush goes, probably for the rough. And we'll see what the KP power play has. So first time out here for KP on their power play, and we'll get a chance to see the Mustang penalty kill. And again, if I'm KP, I'm getting into that face-off circle, Kevin, just as quick as I can, right? With that time going. So back up to the point, kept in by Byrne. Settled down there in the far corner, tried to go far side, looked at the back post, not a bad idea. Sharp pass across, one-timer pops up, Gurney's able to fight that one down. Richard, number 24, battling, looking to go behind the net. Pushed all the way up the outside, dropped up back here to the point. 1:20 left in the man advantage. Shot there, rising, changes direction a little bit, but catches nothing but glass. The Mustangs able to clear this one all the way down. 11:20 left here in the second, 3-0 Mustangs. 1:09 left in the man advantage for KP. Kieran Cohen picked it up there. Couldn't quite finish. He's got to clear. They go far side. Picked up by Zach Foley. Zach Foley's going to get a rising shot. Up and over. But kept in nicely by Anthony Murphy. Back up to the point. Nice job there by Murphy to make them go to the far side, try to dump it in. Murphy again battles. 31 seconds left in the man advantage as KP begins, again, working the outside perimeter. Traffic never gets all the way through. Again, back up point. Puts on the brakes, nice little move there. Oh, fantastic stick right there by number 23, Zach Foley off of the shot from the point. 10 seconds left in the man advantage. Nice little job here by KP in terms of their movement. Gurney slapping the stick, letting them know that that's going to be about it. They're all even. So Mustang's able to kill it off as Murphy comes in. And Beachkowski's able to glove that one down. But Kevin, a nice kill by the Mustangs, but also I think some nice movement there by KP during their man advantage.
Yep, they were looking very comfortable there actually in that power play. Norwood, where they were still doing the thing where they're trying to forecheck, they're chasing, but when you have one less man, it's a lot easier to find the open pass lane if you're KP.
And I think, maybe, if you're looking for somehow to build off that, you kind of get a little bit of confidence, right, as you be able to move the puck. So we'll see if KP can't build on some of that momentum of that zone time that they had, but the Mustangs not ready to relinquish the zone. Rising shot there.
That was almost like King Philip getting a little too excited talking about that. About half of them had left the zone, expecting the quick breakdown and quick turnover, and 3 are stuck in the neutral zone.
So Parisi ricochets one off of Beachkowski, went into the net, so the faceoff will come to his right. Just under 9 minutes left here in the second. Parisi with the goal here in the second to give the Mustangs the 3-0 lead. But right like that, KP back into zone. Back up top to the point. Charles Collier with a shot goes wide. Mustangs able to chip it out, but this will be in, nope, we'll probably be able to track this one down as Taylor, sharp, waits for some help there. Oh, terrific save. Beachkowski, terrific save off of Parisi, and Parisi was looking for that second shot maybe and couldn't quite get to it. The Parisi family is quite a hockey squad. I had a chance to coach Mark Parisi, who's now joined us on Old Man Hockey on a couple of occasions. And I know there's a Parisi who is a sophomore on the girls team. She is quite a defenseman. And Parisi here for the Mustangs playing some JV and some varsity time. Snapshot there in by Taylor, and Beachkowski will take the faceoff. So some nice action there, end to end for a little bit. Kevin, again, that one turnover there that KP was fortunate, but like you said, yeah, they had started to kind of maybe jump out a little too quick out of their own zone.
Maybe they forgot where the fifth Norwood player was.
So clears the zone here. We'll go D to D. Brian will dump it in. Hit there by Cooper Richard. So Brian brings it around, tries to send it through the middle, takes a funny hop. Back up top there, that one just whistles wide. You know, something like that when you see O'Brien there, number 11, who was, Kevin, thinking about taking the pinch and then hesitates, that can give coach kind of like, you know, a little bit of nervous. If you're going to go, go.
Especially, yeah, you leave a spot open, you're, you know, defensive pairing. He doesn't know where to go because, you know, usually if you're going to pinch, your defending partner will try to come in and cover your spot, but you're sending mixed signals. Your defending partner's not going to know what to do.
Yep.
Stuff.
So fortunately, no damage there. But sometimes those are little things that you see and you kind of go, whoof. Like you know, you'll take the aggressiveness of the defenseman, but you want to make sure some terrific passing here by the Mustangs. Shot on net, saved by Gurney. I think that was just, you know, clear it. And that was Zach Foley who slap shot that one all the way down. And as a result of that, on the clear, the Mustangs iced the puck, which was kind of, I think, what KP was trying to do, just at least to alleviate some of that pressure that was going on. But it went right on to Gurney, so no ice there. And then the Mustangs turn around and ice it this way.
This isn't the NHL. You are allowed to do the line change on icing, so it is a smart play.
Yep.
Unless you accidentally hit the goalie.
So 5:41 here left in the second. 3-0 Mustangs. Collins comes through. There's a chase here with Byrne and Bennett. All the way up. Nice back check there by Forbush, is able to get to stop the momentum of KP. Try to come away with it. Byrne takes a shot, but Collins comes here on the far side, puts on the brakes as Bennett follows him behind. Quick little snapshot there. Oh, smart play there, Kevin, I think, by Beach Hosfy with a stick just to send that to the corner out of danger.
Both him and Gurney have had to use their sticks quite a few times for these bouncing pucks and passes going across their crease.
So Chris Cullen there with a shot, but right into Sam's gut. It mentioned Sam Gurney on a couple occasions. Will be heading off to Syracuse next year. Communication guy. He's kind of bookending this day of future Mustangs as well. He was working the control room today over at the skating club as Jack Tolman had a whole series of students putting together the broadcast, working cameras, working all the technical stuff that they do that I have no clue what it is. And so he started his morning bright and early over at the skating club, and he's finishing it up tonight here in Foxborough. But Sam is really an integral part of not only obviously this hockey program, but NCM as well. So we're just thrilled that he's going to be heading to Syracuse, which is one of the bigger and better schools there for broadcasting. So 3:47 left here. Here's a chance here for the Mustangs. Shot in there by Bennett. He had Murphy on there. Turned around here, Jacob Armour tries to battle it on through. Finally able to pick it up there is Caleb Kizik, number 6. No ice here as the puck has changed direction. Charles Collier, number 28, sends it over to the far side. Tried to chip it on out. Backhanded, can't clear it, still can't clear it. Parisi will settle things down. Blocked nicely there by number 24, Cooper Richard. Back up here to the point for DeCellis. DeCellis dumps it in deep. Collier brings it out. Looks to go to the far side, just missed there. Conley will track it down with 2:46 in the second. Tries to kick it on up forward. Bounces a little bit, still can't kind of settle that puck down. Finally able to do so, but Zach Foley comes away with it. Tries to drive it to the far corner. Through traffic. Terrific job. 1, 2, 3. Nice work there, both not only by Sam, but the defenders, Kevin, to be able to kind of clean up that up.
That's a tough puck to find when there's 3 or 4 pairs of legs all in front. Well done by the defender to clear it out.
So 3-on-2 coming back here the other way. Parisi with a little bit of burst of speed, but knocked off the puck nicely there by number 2, Brendan Whaler. KP clears the zone. Mustangs will regroup at center ice. O'Brien crosses the blue line, enters in again. Kevin, kind of where I'm seeing some stuff from a KP, they seem to be defensively just kind of like bending in a little bit. Here's a breakaway here. Brody Whalen. Strong, still to the... I'll tell you what, it's a great effort there by number 10, Brody Whalen.
Let's see what they call on this.
I'm not quite sure. Are they calling it a goal?
From my angle, I thought that went in.
It certainly looks like...
On the second effort.
Yeah. And it looks like Sam's trying to...
Plead his case.
Yep. But it looks like they're going to give that one there to Brody Whalen. So it makes it 3-1 with 1:05 left. Someone, again, knowing the competitor that Sam is and the number of shutouts that he's had this year, so kind of that same thing. Probably, Kevin, he's hoping that, he can get one more shot in on that. But tough goal there. There's just a huge scrum in front. He made the initial save on the breakaway. And give credit there to Whalen, number 10, because he was surrounded by white sweaters and yet stuck with it, was still able to put that one in.
Yeah, Gurney, your job is to make the first save.
Right.
So he did his job, but yeah, no, it's an incredibly strong play to fight through both the goalie's leg pad and 2 defenders to put it in.
And just like that, looks like Mustangs are going to go down a man again with 18 seconds left. So Brown goes 2 minutes for contact to the head. If I look across there and pick that up, but I think they'll just let this penalty and this period run out. We're down to 5-4. That should do it as Beachkowski. He's like already leaving the crease anyway. He knew they weren't going to drop the puck in time. So 3-1 after 2, Kevin. Brody Whalen on a great individual effort. Going here into the third, KP starts here with a man advantage. So, you get this next goal here. It changes the complexion of the game altogether.
Oh, for sure. And this game was already starting to switch over even before that first goal. Those last, certainly since Norwood got that first penalty, you felt like that KP kind of woke up.
Yeah.
And it's now been a very even game since. So, 2-goal game, 17 minutes. They start off with 2 minutes on the power play. This is easily a close game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, this is going to be a good third.
It was interesting, too. We had talked about how when KP had that one power play and they, in the second period, they didn't score, but they had moved around the puck. They were, making some better passes. Maybe does that, pick up a little bit of your confidence in terms of your ability to make that transition from, your defensive zone, through the neutral zone. And on that pass that, that sprung Brody on that one, that was a beautiful pass, right? Came from the KP defensive zone, hit him in stride, and it was, basically a breakaway. So we'll see exactly how KP responds here with a man advantage, 0 for 1 on their prior power play. Great little body work there by the Mustangs. And flipped out, able to get that one all the way down. Beachkowski will come and leave it here. KP comes through center ice. Drop back up there to the blue line. Nice rising shot there, but just misses wide. Murphy picks it up, number 20, holds in the corner. Still holding. Zips back up top here to the point to Cohen. Cohen bothered up top nicely there by Banks. Cohen sticks with it. Again, nice job there by Sam Gurney, right? Not giving him really anything to shoot at.
Nope, perfect angle, and it was managing. He did manage to see it through all those people, and a great job holding on to that. Got the line change.
And I thought a nice work there by the defenseman, number 9, Cohen, as he was able to kind of stick with it. So dropped up here to Anthony Murphy. Murphy, good strong hit there by number 5, Griffin. Back up top. Change direction, but chance here is 4 bushes away. Tries to go backhand, ridden off nicely. 30 seconds left in the man advantage. It's funny, I think Griffin came away with number 5 and then just kind of like left it there. No, oh, that's where he was standing, and then he moved away, and the puck, of course, it went to where he had been, right? So chance here is a little bit of speed, as this is the aforementioned Cohen. Good, strong skater. Oh, Burns steps in sharply. So Mustangs kill it off. They have a chance to sprint. Oh, terrific play by Byrne, because Mustangs had Collins coming out of the box. He wasn't serving the penalty, but they just made the line change. Feathered pass up. Looked like he was going to spring him, but Burns got the stick in there to be able to knock that down. Collins shoots it far wide. Pinched in nicely by O'Brien, but the KP will sit here and settle. Turnover in the KP zone as Bennett gets it. Blocked and doesn't get all the way through. O'Brien will dump it in again. 14-17 left. Oh, Bichkowski. Those are kind of fun when those are hanging right there.
Fun is not the word I'd use.
But good concentration there by the KP goalie to keep it at 3-1. Mustangs did what they needed to do, Kevin, in terms of killing off that penalty to start the third.
Just the one shot. That's a successful penalty kill, for sure.
So Conley dumps it right back in. And picked up there by Brendan Whaler. Whaler on ahead up there to Cohen. Kept in sharply by the Mustangs. As Chichellis looks to put it to the center. Once again, it's that icing right there. Waved off. Jacob Armour had dumped it in deep and waved off. So Chichellis up the boards. Armour tried to keep it in, can't do so. There's a chase here as Murphy goes in after it. Trying to get high up off the glass, maybe trying to pick up number 15, Chris Cullen. Burns shoots through. Trying to see if he can get himself here on the board so that Megan can watch that replay of a goal over and over, but Mustangs aren't going to let him do that. Brown takes it behind, pulled down there. Several arms from the Norwood parents to our right go up off that, but no call. Again through traffic. That one never got through. That was a nice rising shot there by Brody Whalen, the goal scorer earlier. Oh, good solid hit there. Nice check by Anthony Murphy. Again, yeah, Kevin, I think I'm starting to see a little bit more, confidence, and that's going to get that should do it. And hopefully, if the Mustangs won't. Yeah, that could be a little bit.
That's the second time where we've mentioned King Philip confidence immediately leads into a mistake.
Yeah.
So maybe they need just a little bit of confidence.
Right, not a lot of confidence. So Ryan McNamee will go. I think they're going to talk this one over in terms of whether or not this is 2 or 5. And if I look at there, it looks like he's put up a full 5, so he might get 5. We'll take a peek over there if that's going to be a major. At 11:30. That could be big, because that kind of like flips that open. And yeah. So Ryan McNamee, I think number 16, goes for the major. And again, that it's no need for it, and it's a dangerous play. So Mustangs here will have 5 minutes of complete time. You pump one in, you can continue to try to score as many as you can, and right now KP really needs to make sure that does not happen. So 10:50 left in the third. Mustangs on top.
Looks like we're going to a 5-on-3 here.
5-on-3 with a contact to the head. So that was Cooper Richard who goes. And again, you know, what's interesting about this running time, so we're already down to 4 minutes on McNamee's penalty. So again, if I'm KP, I kind of, oh, no, the ref wanted to make sure the 2 minute was put up, and like that, it's already starting, so.
That is true on the penalty kill,
Yep.
but that's also true, that's another minute off the clock.
Right, yep. So 5-on-3 here. And this is huge for KP to try to kill this off. Hard around, and it's able to clear it. So 9:50 left in the third. 1:30 left on Richards' contact to the head. 3:10 left to McNamee's major. So Charles Collier defensively, again, just trying to burn some time. He's doing a great job. He's tying up 2. Now he's tying up 3 Mustangs all by himself. Back up top. Shot all the way through. Nothing there, but a nice shot by Brown. But a great, again, Kevin kind of being able to see that all the way through and then defensively being able to clear it. So poked up here. 9 minutes left in the third. 3-1 Mustangs. And once again, KP just dumps it in. 42 seconds. They get 1 back. And 2:30, they go back to full strength. The hard part about that, Kevin, is, you know, by the time they get full strength back, you know, you're under 6 minutes roughly to try to pump in 2, but
6 minutes of running time at that.
Exactly. It's a great job here by KP to kind of keep this where they need to be. They got 2 really working the triangle up high. Snapshot in there by Forbush, but again, with this running time, Beachcofsky will take it because that will do it, and they'll get 1 player back. So now it's a 5-on-4. Unless he, they need to get somebody. Oh, they were able, So right there, you know, Richard's able to get out of the box, and he's able to pick it right up. So with 8 minutes left now here in the third.
Yeah, they were holding him to wait for the face-off to finish, and then he jumped right out on the ice.
So Mustangs have 1:30 of the man advantage now. Other than the, puck gets loose through there. Nope. Thought that one was going to catch in on the near side, but did not. So Armour and Forbush battle. Back up top to Conley. Doesn't get all the way through. Forbush, nice to fight that one off. 1:09 left in the man advantage here. 7:28 left in the third. Nice job there by Bennett to keep that one in. Can't on that side. KP comes through here. Dumps it to Zach Foley. Zach Foley hard around. Trying to kept in is Charles Collier. That gets through. Cooper Richard will take it. Tries to get it up the board. Ooh, that zips right in front. Beachcofsky's trying to wrap that one up. Can't do so. I'm going to shovel that one right up the slot there, Kev. That was a little dangerous.
It bounced off his chest and was just out of reach of the glove, so then you kind of try to poke it out.
Yeah.
That's always a dangerous play.
So 10 seconds left here. KP will have been able to kill off a 5-on-3, and then just like that, with the running time, they'll kill off the major as well. So, you know, again, a nice job there by KP. Helpful having that clock run. Some nice action there by Mustangs, though. They certainly moved around. They buzzed Beachcofsky as much as they could. But it kept here a 2-goal game with 6 minutes left. Again, if I'm KP, I'm making these line changes quicker. Right? Coach, I want to let them know exactly when we're going and who's going to go next. So Murphy changes direction. Puck behind the net once again there. That's twice that's happened on that net, so we'll see face off again to Beachkowski's right. 5:30 left here in the third. Mustangs again, 3-1. KP gets a change. Sharply across there to O'Brien. O'Brien dumps it in deep. Parisi snakes around. Sharp across to Brown. Looks to go down low. Taylor cycles it low. Picked up by Parisi. Blocks, never gets all the way through. Brown waits. Beachkowski sees that one all the way through. Nice glove on that, Kev, because if you let that one go off the leg pad, you've got, I think Taylor was sitting right there. And so take that face off rather than a rebound sitting right in front of you.
Norwood has had a guy in front of net the whole game. That's just, a thing that we always teach even from the Pee Wee level.
We preach, yep. Stick ready, you never know, right? Get the
or your knee,
yeah.
As it turns out in this game.
Whatever it takes. Cooper Richard comes back to the near side, and it comes back to him. Zipped up top, but O'Brien will snap that one in. Again, KP just having trouble trying to get that puck and get possession to mount some sort of offense with 4:18 left. And Parisi clears the zone to Brown. And then McDonough will dump it all back in, and change there by Coach Hoover. Was wondering if he was going to try to throw another man on the ice. He's had a couple bench minors this year for the Mustang varsity, or too many men on the ice.
I hate to admit, but I do kind of hope that to happen, just so I can make fun of him live on the air.
Yeah, exactly.
So far, he's managed to avoid that. So well done.
He did want to make mention that, again, undefeated on the bench here, obviously with the JV at 8-2, and I think for the couple of times that he has filled in for Coach Allen, Tyler, he is also undefeated. So he likes to think that one of the reasons is his ability to open the door and get the correct number of forwards out when he's working the forward door.
There are enough NHL coaches that mess that up, so it's a skill. It's important.
So just about 3 minutes left here. KP trying to get one here, but just jumping off sides. That's too bad. KP could have used that. We'll keep an eye on Beachkowski to see if Dyko's going to pull him. Maybe he had the face-off inside the zone, but Brown quickly clears. Collier tries to dump it back in, gets back to him, still gets back to him, then he loses it as it's picked up by Forbush. Forbush goes into the corner, pulled down there, but he hops right back up. Little give and go to the far side as Cohen tries to get it for KP, cannot do so. Mustangs now just starting to burn some time. Back up top to Brown. Nice job there on the foot, and I can hear one parent across the waist yelling skate. That's always my favorite. And Zach Foley takes it all the way in. So final 2 minutes here. As Beachkowski stays in. Murphy, he'll dump it in deep. Problem there that Kevin, something like that, you watch KP, that would have been a nice place again to kind of put some pressure on the Mustangs, but you're kind of backing away a little bit. You'll take the icing here. Oh, well, here we go. So this is what's kind of fun. So at least when it's within 2, we'll stop the clock. So with 1:38 here, and there goes Beachkowski. Makes sense now. You got the offensive zone.
Well, we've seen before that KP has looked very good when they're up a man. They have extra passing options. We'll see how they do on the 6-on-5.
It's interesting here, too, because the Norwood Mustang varsity team takes on KP on Wednesday, I believe, in their season finale right here at 1 o'clock. So rising shot there as Conley was able to get at least a little piece of it. That one took up over Gurney's head. Nice little move there on the far side by Anthony Murphy. KP trying to come away with it. Right into Sam's gut. Again, Kevin, Sam has been, for the most part, in the right position at the right time all night tonight.
Well, when we ran into him before the game, and having not seen him in a few years, I'm just amazed at the size of him. And on a shot like that, he's able to go down to one knee, and his shoulder is still on the crossbar.
Yep.
There is no place for anyone to go if he's in the right position.
Looking for the empty net. Oh, that'll hit the post with 56 seconds left. The hard part with that empty net is it just gets so tempting. Byrne picks that off with his hand. Looking for some help there, but terrific defensive work. That could be a nice right there with 40 seconds left. So 40 seconds left. Face-off comes to Gurney's left. Let's try to figure out exactly who's going to be the 6 for KP. And Drew Richard goes back to the bench. So final 30 seconds here. Mustangs away with it. And that will do it as Taylor secures the empty netter with 30 seconds left. And this JV squad has got one more game. I believe they might play tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Well, I know they play this week at 1 o'clock against Westwood, so they will wrap up their regular season. So 20 seconds there, tries the wraparound. Gurney's having none of that.
Those never work.
Sitting there looking on the backside is number 23 right there is Zach Foley, but that doesn't come through, and Gurney will hold, and that is going to do it. And Mustangs will take this one 4-1. So, I think, obviously the empty netter makes it look a little different, on the scoreboard. I think there was a real good chance there for KP right after Whalen's breakaway goal that made it, 3-1. Big kill, obviously. The 5-minute major is difficult, and then when you're playing 5-on-3, it's real hard to try to, mount any sort of offense when you're just trying to kill those 2 penalties. Yeah,
this was a very swingy game. The first period was all Norwood, and I was almost worried that this game would run out of control.
Yep.
And then KP took control of that entire second period for the most part. And then if it weren't for the penalty, they were about to take control of the third, but then, when you're down 2 skaters for most of the period, nothing you can do. Yeah, it really wasn't. It's great to see, Sam Gurney there get the win, to be part of that. And again, these guys, it's the future of the Mustang varsity program. So they are a physical group. Again, exactly what, Austin had mentioned, that this team likes to play the body. They're not afraid to get physical, and, they certainly did that, tonight. What I've often liked about, again, I'm looking across the way, that, clearly there's these kids all play hockey together, right? So you're looking at a couple KP guys that are talking to some Norwood guys, and, it's all good. So what a terrific win for the Mustangs as they now improve to 9-0-2. Gurney, unfortunately, couldn't pick up that 6th shutout, but not much he can do on that breakaway. He makes the initial save, and only 5 shutouts.
Only 5 shutouts, I know.
I'm sure he's disappointed.
But he holds that goals against averages at 1.0. So we can watch the fine Norwood coaching staff here come off to that. And Dan Hoover did not take too many men on the ice penalty, so well done for him for tonight. But I'll tell you, and again, terrific having Brian Gagliard. He had mentioned, one of the things about coming out and doing these is you got to set all the equipment up. And we've got the headsets on here, which is much better than doing the microphones because you can hear. But as Brian did say, and Jack told me this as well, folks, this little piece of equipment here, Brian's only the 2nd student to be able to work this kind of stuff. And Jack, I'm telling you right now, it worked perfectly. Everything was set up when we got here. So kudos to Brian, because literally if you're at any sort of Norwood High School athletic event, Kevin, Brian will be there. He will either be behind the camera, he will be in front of the camera, he will be spinning tunes at girls basketball games, he'll be throwing T-shirts into the stands, and he's got his own pregame show. So this guy does it all, and today he came here to set the cameras up for us. So for Brian, want to thank him for all of his hard work. Thank you very much. And Kevin, a pleasure.
Well, thank you for having me again.
It was wonderful. So your final score here tonight, 4-1 the Mustangs win with a big win over KP. We got one more to see if they can finish out an undefeated season. For Kevin Hoover, I'm Mark Hoover. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night, everybody.